Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How's everyone doing? It's the class from yesterday, which unfortunately I was not able to attend due to me flying, but we'll have a quick class today, inshallah. As you guys can probably already hear, my throat's not in the best of conditions. Just took some medicine right now. I'm in the car as we speak. Just got back last night. Just doing some grocery shopping, alhamdulillah. So we're going to start the review for whatever we covered thus far. But before we do that, I wanted to review what we covered in lesson 5, since we were not able to have a review. And we'll have the class for about an hour and a half. We'll see how it goes with this review right now, until when my throat allows me to continue, inshallah. Okay, so we'll have the lesson, we'll have the review right now. We'll start from lesson 5, okay, inshallah. Alright, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. And for those who are joining, like I said, I just came back last night. I'm doing the class from my car right now, as my wife is. We're just no groceries or anything in the home, so we're just doing that right now. So I apologize for the setting, and I apologize for the voice, just not feeling too well. So inshallah, we'll do the lesson. We'll do the review for the lesson 5. Ad-Dars al-Rabi'. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Oh, give me a moment. Ad-Dars al-Khamis, the 5th lesson. Just as a heads up, this 5th lesson, for those who attended the lesson when I did it on last Sunday, it is about 2 things. It's about mudaf and mudaf ilay. It's about possessions and the possessor. So the mudaf is the possessor, the possession, and the mudaf ilay is the one possessing it. So for example, the book of Zayd, right? The book is the possession and Zayd is the possessor. So what we're learning is possession and possessor. So mudaf is the possession and mudaf ilay is the possessor. Okay? So we're going to start ad-Dars al-Khamis, where the conversation starts. Actually, to make matters easier, skip that for right now and go to exercise number 2 on the next page. I'm probably not going to be able to see it because I have the reverse camera on, but that's exercise number 2. Do that. Let's go there to help us understand mudaf and mudaf ilay a little better. Right, we'll get the idea of it, and then we can come back to the conversation. So it says on exercise number 2, udif al-kalimat al-ula ila thaniyati. Alright, it says udif means make mudaf. Right, make mudaf al-kalimat al-ula, the first word, ila, towards athaniyati, towards the second word. Alright, just a review from the lesson from ad-Dars al-Rabi', ila thaniyati. Why is it thaniyati? It's because ila is there, and ila, when it comes and there's a singular, there's a word after it, there's a singular word after it, it gives it a kasra, right? It gives it a zir, ila thaniyati. Anyways, so make the first word mudaf to the second word. Make the first word a possession for the second word. So let's look at how they do it. First word is kitabun, a book. Second word is Muhammadun, Muhammad. How will we make kitab the possession of Muhammad? How can we say the book of Muhammad? In Arabic, what you do is look at what just happened. Kitabu Muhammadin. That is the format. Kitabu Muhammadin. One more example, and then I'll review the 3 basic rules for mudaf and the 3 basic rules for mudaf ilay. the two basic rules, or one basic rule for mudaf ilayh. Let's look at the next example. Make the first word mudaf, possession, to the second word. The first word is maktabun, a table. The second word is al-mudarrisu, the teacher. How will we say the table of the teacher? Right? How will we say the table of the teacher? So let's shift over, and what do we see? We see maktabul mudarrisi. So in both examples, we see one thing, that the first word, the possession, that the word that we're making a possession, the mudaf, is it's different than any other noun that we covered so far. Every noun that we have covered thus far either had a tanween, like kitabun, or it had alif lam, al-kitabu. But when we see that the word became a mudaf, when it became a possession, it neither has a tanween, see, kitabu Muhammadin, so it's kitabu, but it does not have alif lam either. It's not al-kitabu either. If we look at the next example of maktabun and al-mudarrisu, the table and a table and the teacher, and we made it the table of the teacher, what do we notice? We notice the same pattern, that maktabun, it says maktabul mudarrisi. So the first word, the maktab, is the mudaf. It does not have, it's not like any other word that we covered thus far. It does not have a tanween. It doesn't say maktabun, and it neither does it have an alif lam. It's not al-maktabu, it's maktabu. No alif lam, no tanween. And if we noticed, when I translated, how did we translate? Right, so let's look at the first example again. Kitabun Muhammadun, a book, and Muhammad. But when we made it a possession, what did we say? We said Kitabu Muhammadin, the book of Muhammad. So we noticed that I translated it the book. Same thing. Maktabun, a table. Al-mudarrisu, the teacher. But when we made maktabun a mudaf for mudarris, for the teacher, what do we say? How do we say it? Maktabul mudarrisi, the table of the teacher. So that's how the translation is. So it's understood that mudaf is definite. It's translated as a definite, and it's understood as a definite. It's something specific. Okay? And the three rules for mudaf are just that mudaf will be definite in its translation and in its meaning. That's number one. Number two, mudaf will never have alif lam. A word becoming a possession for something will not have alif lam. And a word becoming a possession for something, mudaf, it will also not have a tanween as well. Alright, so it will be, mudaf will be, it'll be definite, it won't have alif lam, and it will not have tanween. So those are the three rules of mudaf. The first word, the possession. Now let's go to mudaf ilayh. Mudaf ilayh has only one rule after it, right? Yeah, I think I said in the beginning of the class, I'm gonna try to see as much as I can do. Yeah, most of the people are not here anyways. You're right. I will at least do the review for lesson 5, what we covered last Sunday, because it is a tricky lesson, and I appreciate your concerns. But I will try to at least do lesson 5, and I'll do if my health does allow, I can do maybe a quick review of each chapter, not go through everything, but just discuss what each chapter is about. But at least lesson 5, it is the trickiest of all. There's something new, so no, it's okay. Unless you guys are having a difficult time understanding me. If you're having a difficult time understanding me, then I can just record it later. But if you can understand me right now, I'll just do lesson 5 thoroughly, and I'll take it from there and see how everything else goes. You guys, everyone can hear me and understand me clearly? Whoever is listening? Okay, inshallah. So as I was saying, again, the mudaf ilay, the possessor, has basically one rule, and that rule is that it will be in the state, in the halat of majroor. Halat of majroor, meaning it will get kasra, just like the words that come after huruf jar that we learned, the letters, the prepositions ila, min, fi, and ala. The words that came after those, they were in the halat of majroor, they were in the condition of majroor, meaning they got kasra, right? Likewise, mudaf ilay is the same. Mudaf ilay will always be in the state of majroor, in the condition of majroor, in the condition of, and the immediate sign of being in the state of majroor is that the word, if it's a singular word, it will be getting a kasra. Okay, so now let's look at it. Kitabu Muhammadin. Is this mudaf ilay? Is this possession and possessor? Well, let's look at kitabu. Does it fulfill the conditions of mudaf? We have to check off two things immediately. Well, if it doesn't have alif lam, checked off, it does not. And it doesn't have tanween, so checked off, it does not. It is mudaf. And in translation, it will be definite. Thus, it will be definite. Okay. Kitabu. Well, let's also see the following word. Is it mudaf ilay? All right. We see. Yes, it is. Muhammadin. Why is it Muhammadin? Why is there a kasra on the word? That is because it is mudaf ilay. The mudaf causes. It gives mudaf, just like harf jar, the letters of jar, gives its following word a kasra, or it puts it in the state of majroor. Okay. The reason I'm saying the state of majroor, and I don't want to throw too much information at you, in Arabic, I remember I told you guys, every noun has 4 properties, right? 4 properties: definite or indefinite, then the quantity, if it's singular, if it's dual, if it's plural. All right. And and then one of them is, the third one is that if what state is it in? Normally I've been saying the natural state or the neutral state, right? When it has the dhamma on it, every word by default is in a neutral state, and that neutral state is called the state of marfu'. There's 2 other states, 2 other conditions. The one after that is called the state of mansub, the condition of mansub, and the other one is called, the last one is called the state of majroor. That's why I'm saying that majroor, right? That's why I'm repeating it. Why? Because I want you guys to become a little familiar to it. That's what it is. That's all it is. But for now, you can just understand the kasra, the zir part for it. Okay. So let's go to the next word. Let's go to the next the remaining of the exercise number 2, and figure it out. So the task at hand is take the first word and make it mudaf to the second word. The first word, so let's go to the column on the right side under Kitabun Muhammadun, right under that it says Qalamun Hamidun. The pen, so qalamun is a pen, right? And any noun that has a tanween is translated indefinitely, a pen. Hamidun, Hamid. How will we now make qalam, the word qalam, a possession for Hamid? How will we say that now this pen belongs to Hamid, or it's the pen of Hamid, right? Basically, how do we say that? We make qalamun mudaf, so we immediately take off the tanween and we say qalamu, and we don't put alif lam. And if there is an alif lam, we take the alif lam off. That's what it is. So qalamun, there's no alif lam, good. And we take off the tanween and we only put one, we just take off the tanween and it's qalamu now. And hamidun, no, it's going to be qalamu hamidin. Qalamu is the mudaf, hamidin is the mudaf ilay. The reason it's hamidin is because the rule of mudaf ilay is it will be in the state of majroor, it will get a kasra. Just like kitabu muhammadin, it will be qalamu hamidin. Let's go down that same row. Baytun, a house. Abbasun, Abbas. How will we make it the house of Abbas? That is the translation of mudaf ilay. Blank of blank, or blank belonging to blank. Right? So how will we say the house of Abbas? We will say Baytu Abbasin. The house of Abbas. Notice Baytu Abbasin. I translated Baytu as the house. The house of, even though it does not have alif lam. But the reason I'm translating it as a definite is because it's mudaf, and mudaf has three things you need to know about it. It has no alif lam, has no tanween, and it's always definite. And Abbasin, why am I giving it a kasra? Only one thing you need to know about mudaf ilay is that it will be in the condition of majroor. It will get a kasra. Baytu Abbasin. And likewise will be all the examples going down. So let's do them one by one. Ghurfatun, a room. Aliyun, Ali. How will we now say the room of Ali? We will say Ghurfatu Aliyin. Ghurfatu Aliyin. Ghurfatu is mudaf because it has no alif lam in the beginning as a prefix, has no tanween at the end, and that's the immediate sign that it's a mudaf. The confirmation that it's definitely mudaf, it comes from aliyin, that it caused, mudaf causes mudaf ilay to get kasra. So ghurfatu aliyin, that is the room of Ali. Okay, so the pattern tells us how to translate that phrase. Okay, the room of Ali, that's how in Arabic it is. Like I'll also give you one more example. In the beginning of all the chapters that we do, it says ad-darsul khamisu. But right, ad-dars means the lesson, al-khamis means the fifth. But why do we translate the other way around? The fifth lesson, right? And that's something we're going to get to. But my point being, the pattern or the structure, how the words are placed together in Arabic, it gives away or hints away to how it's supposed to be translated. So just like ad-darsul khamisu, the fifth lesson, right? We know that that's how you translate it. Whenever you see the pattern like this, kitabu Muhammadin, qalamu Hamidin, baytu Abbasin, ghurfatu Aliyin, you will translate the room of the room of Ali, the house of Abbas, the pen of Hamid, the book of Muhammad. It's the whatever the noun is of whatever the noun is. So that's the pattern. The whatever the noun is, plug the noun in, of, and then plug the next noun in. That's simple. That's what you guys need to remember. Okay. Next one. Daftarun Sa'idun. Daftarun, notebook. Sa'idun, Sa'id. Now how will we say the notebook of Sa'id? How will we say how will we make the translation turn out to be the notebook of Sa'id? We will say Daftaru Sa'idin. Okay? And the purpose being of this class is actually the other way around. That when you see the Arabic structure like that, when you see Kitabu Muhammadin, when you see Daftaru Sa'idin, you know, okay, I know how to translate this. The way you translate this is I need to know what daftar means, so it means notebook. The notebook of Sa'id. Okay, that's it, simple like that. When you see in there, so next word, let's go to the next one. Mindilun Yasirun. Mindilun, scarf, Yasirun, Yasir. Now, how will we make this turn out to be the scarf of Yasir, how do we make it mudaf and mudaf ilayh? Simple like that. How will we make this daftaru Sa'idin? Good. Alright, how will we make this mudaf and mudaf ilayh? Same pattern. Mindilu Yasirin. Mindilu, make sure that there's no alif lam on the first word. Make sure there's no alif lam on the mudaf. Make sure there's no tanween on the mudaf. That's part one covered. Now you got the scarf of done. Now Yasirun, no, make sure it's not Yasirun. Make sure it's not Yasiran, but make sure it's Yasirin. Then you have the scarf of Yasir. You have it all figured out. Okay? Mindilu Yasirin. The scarf of Yasir. Okay? The scarf belonging to Yasir. In English, you can just say as simple as, once you get used to mudaf and mudaf ilayh, the reason I want you guys to get used to the pattern of translation, the blank of something, the blank belonging to something. But you can easily translate as Yasir's scarf, right? Saeed's notebook, Ali's room, Abbas's house, Hamid's pen. But let's just stick to the original format, which is the noun of, then the other noun. So the scarf of Yasir. Next one, Qamisun Ammarun. Qamisun is a shirt. Ammarun is Ammar. How will we say the shirt of Ammar? How will we make the first word mudaf to the second word? How will we make the first word mudaf and the second word mudaf ilayh? Well, let's apply the rules of mudaf on the first word. It's qamisun. So let's not put alif lam, and let's remove the tanween. It will be qamisu. And now let's make the second word mudaf ilayh. And how will we do it? We will exactly qamisu ammarin. Let's take what the second word and put it in the condition of jar. And that will be ammarin. It will get kasra. Now the next word, inshallah. Sarirun and Khalidun. A bed and Khalid. How will we make the first word mudaf, and how will we make the second word mudaf ilayh? Let's make the first word mudaf, right? So sarirun. Do not add the alif lam, right? And do not add and remove the tanween. So no alif lam, no tanween. So it's sarirun. It will turn to sariru. Okay. And Khalidun will turn to and to make it mudaf ilayh, it will turn to Khalidin. So it'll be sariru Khalidin. The translation will be the bed of Khalid. Why are we translating as the bed? Because mudaf, the third rule you need to know about mudaf is that all mudafs are definite. Okay? All mudafs are definite. Now let's go to the second row, where now in the second row, the mudaf ilayh, the possessor will not be a name, right, of a particular individual. It will be a noun. Okay, it will be a noun. So how will we make it? How will we make something mudaf then? I mean mudaf ilayh then. Well, let's check it out from the top. Maktabun, a table. Al-mudarrisu, the teacher. How will we make maktabun mudaf? No alif lam, no tanween. Maktabun will turn to maktabu, and al-mudarrisu will turn to al-mudarrisi. That's the only addition that mudaf ilayh gets. It turns to the state of jar. So the translation will be, the format will turn out to look maktabul mudarrisi, the table of the teacher. Now, just as a side note, mudaf ilayh does not have to be definite. Okay, so it could also have looked like maktabun, a table, mudarrisun, a teacher. How will we say the table of a teacher? How will we make maktabun mudaf? Same way. just take off the alif lam and take off the tanween. Maktabu. And let's assume the next word was not al-mudarrisu but mudarrisun. How will we make mudarrisun into mudaf ilay? By simply saying mudarrisin. And it will turn out to be maktabu mudarrisin. So mudaf ilay does not have to be definite. Mudaf ilay just has to be in the condition of majroor. Just has to get the kasra. That's simple. That's the only rule you need to know about mudaf ilay. Alright, anyhow, let's come back. What is... Let's look at the next one. Miftahun, a key. Al-baytu, the house. Let's turn miftahun to mudaf. How do we do it? Don't add alif lam. Remove alif lam and remove tanween. Has to be free from alif lam and has to be free from tanween. It already is free from alif lam, but it has a tanween. Let's get rid of that. So from miftahun to miftahu, that's what it will turn to. And al-baytu, let's make it mudaf ilay. It will simply be al-bayti. Right? It will be al-bayti. So the phrase will turn out to look miftahul bayti. The translation will be the key of the house. The key of the house. Why am I saying the key? Because all mudafs are definite and they're translated with the. Okay. And likewise going down the list, right? Dukkanun at-tajiru. Dukkanun, a shop, at-tajiru, of the merchant or the businessman or the trader. Now how will we make dukkanun into mudaf? We will make it free from alif lam, which it already is, and we will make it free from tanween. See, it has a tanween. Dukkanun. Apologize for that. Anyways, where were we? Dukkanun, a shop, and at-tajiru is the merchant, right? So the shop of the merchant, how will we make it dukkanun a mudaf? We will make it dukkanu. Why is dukkanu mudaf? It has no alif lam, no tanween. It's mudaf. At-tajiru, how will we make it mudaf ilay? We will say at-tajiri. Now let's connect it. Dukkanu tajiri, the shop of the merchant. And baytun, next one, a house. Al-muhandisu. Muhandisu is the engineer. Baytun, a house. Al-muhandisu, the engineer. Let's make baytun mudaf, and let's make muhandisu the mudaf ilay. It will be baytul muhandisi, the house of the muhandis, right? Just again, what does mudaf mean? Possession. What does mudaf ilay mean? The possessor. Ismun wa al-waladu. Ismun means a name, right? It also means a noun, but over here it means a name. And al-waladu is the child. How will we say the name of the child? We will say, so how will we make this mudaf ilay? We will say ismu al-waladi. Ismul waladi, the name of the child. Next one, kitabun, a book. Allahu, Allah. How will we say the book of Allah? How will we make the book the possession of Allah? How will we make the book mudaf and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's name mudaf ilay? We will say kitabullah. We say kitabu and it's mudaf, and Allah's Allahi, we will give it a kasra, so together it will be kitabullahi, the book of Allah. Next one, bintun. We will say bintun, a daughter, or the daughter. A daughter. At-tabibu, the doctor. Now make bintun mudaf. We will say bintu. No alif lam, no tanween. It's mudaf. And at-tabibu, let's make it mudaf ilay. At-tabibi. Right? Now let's connect mudaf and mudaf ilay. Bintu at-tabibi. Bintul and bintu at-tabibi. Okay, that's how you say it together. Bintu at-tabibi is mudaf ilay, the daughter of the doctor. بنت الطبيب, the daughter of the doctor. مفتاح, a key. السيارة, a car, the car. So it will be مفتاح, a key, and السيارة, the car. How will we make this مضاف مضاف إليه? مفتاح السيارة. مفتاح, no alif lam, no tanween, checked. It is مضاف. السيارة, it is in the condition of majroor. It is getting a kasra, so it will be مضاف إليه. So مفتاح السيارة. مفتاح السيارة, the key of the car. Now, as promised, let's go to the first page. Let's go to the first page and try to understand this conversation a little better. Okay? Let's go. Saeed is speaking to Yasir, and Saeed is saying أكتاب محمد هذا يا ياسر. So all sentences that have a, just cover the a and first translate the sentence. Once the sentence is translated, just put it into questionary format, and that will translate a. So Kitabu Muhammadin, how do we translate this? Kitabu Muhammadin, the book of Muhammad. Hada, this. Ya means O, and Ya Yasiru, O Yasir. Ya Yasiru, O Yasir. So, book of Muhammad, this, O Yasir. And now let's put, that's the translation of the sentence, right? The book of Muhammad, this, Ya Yasir, O Yasir. Now let's translate, put the alif, the hamza in the beginning, let's plug it back in and try and make it into questionary. So it will be, is this the book of Muhammad, O Yasir? Do you guys get it? First translate it without the hamza. Once you have that, just add the hamza back and make it into questionary format. So, book of Muhammad, this, O Yasir. How do you make it into a question? Is this the book of Muhammad, O Yasir? Okay? Note, you can make a note. This sentence could also be translated as, you can say this sentence also as Ahadha kitabu Muhammadin ya Yasir. Right? Ahadha. Hadha could come immediately after the hamza. Alright? But it comes in the middle, it comes afterwards to emphasize. That's only for emphasis. Right? That this is, the book of Muhammad, this. Is this the book of Muhammad? Specifying on a particular thing that they're pointing at. But just note to be made, you could say the same sentence could be translated if you were to put hadha immediately after hamza. So hadha kitabu Muhammadin ya Yasir, as he gives in the answer, as he answers. So let's look at Yasir's answer. Yasir says la hadha kitabu Hamidin. So let's translate it bits by bits. La means no. Hadha means this. Kitabu Muhammadin means that's the mudaf and mudaf ilay. And that is, how do we translate that? The book of Hamid. Right? So la is no. Hadha is this. Kitabu Muhammadin, the book of Hamid. So no. This is the book of Hamid. Okay? This is the book of Hamid. Hopefully that's easy to understand. Let's continue on the conversation. Sa'idun says Aina kitabu Muhammadin. Aina is where. So again, Aina kitabu Muhammadin. Aina means where, and kitabu Muhammadin is mudaf and mudaf ilayh. How do we translate mudaf ilayh together? The blank of blank. So the book of Muhammad. Where is the book of Muhammad? That is the question. Aina kitabu Muhammadin is where is the book of Muhammad? Yasir says Huwa على المكتب هناك. This is probably the easiest sentence in the entire conversation because it doesn't have mudaf ilayh format and has everything that we already know except the last word. And that's very easy. It's just a vocabulary word, new vocabulary word. So Yasser says, Huwa ala al-maktabi hunaka. Huwa means he or it. So what's the question about? The book of Muhammad. So we know he's not telling them the answer is going to be about the book of Muhammad, not Muhammad, right? So Huwa will be translated as it. Huwa, it, ala, on, al-maktabi, the table. It is on the table. Hunaka means there, over there, right? It is on the table over there. Just a quick review. Why is it ala al-maktabi? Why is al-maktabi? Why not al-maktabu? Why is the word not in its natural state? Answer: ala is a preposition. Ala is a harf jar. It is a letter which does jar. It causes the following word to be in the condition of majroor, which means kasra. So it gives the following word kasra, and that's what happened. Huwa ala al-maktabi hunaka. It is on the table over there. Anyways. Alright. Where Sa'id? No, I'm sorry. Yes, Sa'id. He continues. Aina daftaru Ammarin. Easy, right? This should be easy. Now we should be getting the flow with this. Aina means Sa'id is asking. He's asking, what is he asking? Aina means where. Daftaru Ammarin. The construction of these two words, the way they look, right? Just by looking at these two words together, we should know that these two words are mudaf and mudaf ilayh. Why should we know that? Because daftaru is a noun, but it is very different from how a noun is supposed to be. A noun is either supposed to have alif lam or tanween, and it has neither. That's a big sign that, whoa, this word is this is mudaf. And what confirms it is when the following word has a kasra, when the following word is in the condition of majroor, which, right? That's how you know that okay, that word is definitely mudaf, because the following word after it is mudaf ilayh. So these are mudaf ilayh. Where is the notebook of Ammar? Correct. Visually get used to the pattern. Just like if you look at the top of the lesson, it says ad-darsul khamis. You know how to translate that as the fifth lesson. Yes, no alif lam, no tanween. So that should be a repeating pattern now. Any two nouns that come looking like that, back to back, they will be translated as basically adjective. They're adjectives. The second one is an adjective for the first, right? The fifth lesson, and that's how it's translated. Anyways, so mudaf ilayh has their own pattern. Any two words that you see looking like this, know that it's mudaf and mudaf ilayh. Daftaru Ammarin. Okay. Yasir, so the question is, where's the notebook of Ammar? Yasir replies, Huwa ala maktabil mudarrisi. Something a little new here, but don't panic. It's something when we do it step by step, it's going to make sense. Alright, so Yasir says Huwa. So the question is, the notebook of Ammar, where is it? Yasir says Huwa. So it's it, referring to daftar. Right? It, ala, is on. Maktabi al-mudarrisi. Now, how will we translate these two words together? First of all, is this mudaf ilayh? Only thing we have to look at here is, does this word maktab have alif lam? No. Does it have tanween? No. It is mudaf. It is mudaf. So the translation automatically from here, it will be the table of. Let's look at the following word. Al-mudarrisi. Okay, it's al-mudarrisi. The following word is also it's approved of. It qualifies to be mudaf ilayh. So these two words are together mudaf ilayh. Okay? Only difference here is that ala came before the word maktab. And because ala came, it will give the following noun a kasra. Huwa, it, ala, on maktabil mudarrisi, the table of the teacher. Alright, so the prepositions, so mudaf, remember, mudaf has only two rules, or three. It's definite, no alif lam, no tanween. It can get fatha, it can get kasra, it can get dhamma. The mudaf ilay, on the other hand, only has one rule, and that rule is it will be in the state of majroor, it will get kasra. Alright, that's the only thing. Saeed continues the conversation. He says, قلم من هذا يا علي. Now, something a little different again, but let's not panic. We have to translate each word, each portion of that sentence word by word, bits by bits. قلم, it starts with قلم. Why is it قلم? We know قلم means pen, but a noun, and a pen is a noun, but a noun is supposed to have alif lam and tanween. This word, qalam, the word that we know as a pen, has neither an alif lam or a tanween. That should be a hint. It's mudaf. The translation will be the pen of immediately. It's mudaf. The pen of. What is man? Who? What is hada? This. And ya Ali